I have to say, Brian, if I'm a single girl out there and I find out that Brian Chesky is single and I can like stay in his
There
house,
she
have you
goes.
ever?
Go
There you
right,
go.
right
you
to the relationship,
ever-
but Brian, you don't have to be feel
No,
pressure.
but we never talked about
He
this.
just got here.
Have you
Her
ever?
and her husband have tried to set me up before, so this is
I'm very invested
Yeah,
in
I appreciate
Brian's
it.
love life. But
Wait.
so you've never met anybody that way? Have you found?
no.
What did I just see? Did I literally just see the former first lady give googly eyes to this single white man who was significantly younger than her and give him flirty vibes? Like, am I reading into this too much? Am I tripping? Or is the obvious obvious? Now, I saw this interaction make headlines, many people alluding to the fact that the former First Lady, Miss Michelle Obama, was openly flirting with this man. And here's the thing about it. If you go on her podcast, if you go on her actual YouTube podcast and you look at that specific video, she actually starts the video with that portion where she's flirting with him, right? That's kind of like that's the hook. That's the hook. So we know this was very strategic. This was all methodical, or at least it was purposeful. You guys, I mean, so much to say. So first of all, I have to say shout out to her marketing team for doing what they can to try to get clicks, views, and eyeballs to her podcast. Because to my understanding, it was initially struggling, but with some of the different attempts that have been made to basically put her dirty laundry out there and to just kind of say all kinds of things that get people's eyes or get people to scratch the forehead. I mean, they've done a really good job as far as getting the traction and getting the attention. So shout out to her marketing team or those who are helping her grow her podcast. Now, from another angle, I don't really understand what the purpose is. Like, is she being for real? Like, is this just really who she is and she just doesn't care anymore? Are they actively trying to garner support or attention from average everyday women? Like, is she trying to appeal specifically to Black women? Like, are they trying to promote a feminism for a specific reason? Like it's hard for me to really understand what the purpose of this is as the former First Lady. Or is this her attempt to completely rebel and revolt and say, F the system, I'm upset at the political victory that Trump got, and I want to do everything that I can to just undermine not only the system, but all of the protocol associated with it. Like, it's really hard to understand what the intention or the purpose is of what is being done. But I personally think that many of the conversations that have been had with respect to marriage and family are very concerning. And they continue to reiterate what I have mentioned or said before about so few Black women are married. And it's because we don't exist in a culture, by and large, where marriage is revered and honored, and that people are taught to do so successfully, right? And of course, we understand there's reasons to it. The Black American experience is very unique. It's not like we had generations upon generations of people coming from healthy family systems. Like, the inception of the Black American experience was trauma. And I know there are some who like to look to the past and say, oh, well, why are our parents able to stay married during Jim Crow and things like that? That's a good question. We also can't forget that there are actual policies and things that did, such as a no man in the house clause, to systematically remove men and Black men from families, war on drugs, just all kind of different things. And so I'm saying that because there are legitimate generations of women who never grew up seeing a healthy, functional family or just a family marriage setting in general. And that culture pervades in certain parts. I think we also have to remember that we live in a feminist society and we're very, very, very comfortable with the idea of misogyny and never consider that misandry could ever be a possibility. And these are the kinds of messaging and these are the kinds of experiences that continue to keep this divide, in my opinion, abreast, alive, and well. Promoting things or saying things that, if the roles were reversed, would be considered very disrespectful and misogynistic. But apart from that, these messages about marriages are are very concerning. Secondly, I, as a married woman, just think that it's very inappropriate to flirt with any man. Like, I don't believe with you having a work husband or you having these flirtatious fantasy ideas where you just kind of, wink, wink, nod at guys just for fun, but it's nothing serious. Like, that just doesn't resonate with me because I believe adultery starts in the heart. It starts in the mindset. It starts in the thoughts. And so I believe as a married woman, like, there's just certain things that you don't even engage. Listen, when I'm out with my husband, I look straight mean sometimes. Like, if I'm at the gym, I'm different things. Like, I'm not giving googly eyes to everybody. I have the closest vibe you'll ever see. I mean, I'll smile, I'll be nice to people, but like, I don't have the energy that like you can approach me. You know what I mean? Because I'm married. And I'm saying that because I'm like, as a married woman, I think that there's a certain way that you conduct yourself to make it very clear. Like, I'm taken, I'm not in that phase of my life. And so as that, seeing another married woman go online and openly flirt with somebody else to me, it seems disrespectful. Honestly, I don't think that that's something that you should do. Or I don't think that's the kind of behavior that you should emulate. And then the problem that I have with Michelle Obama is that, again, it's like, why? She's not a normal woman. And so all these podcasts continue to try to put her on a level as if she's just like a normal everyday woman that no one else, that like she's just now a normal everyday woman, and that her presidency was in the past and now she can let her hair down and be like everybody else. And I'm like, but you're still the former first lady. Like, you're never going to be able to unlive that. And honestly, I don't think that that's something that you should have to, unlive or experience. Like, there's a level of honor and respect and legacy that comes with that. And I just wish that there was more of a willingness to guard that. I'm not saying that she has to be all stuffy and can't share who she is or can't, show the softer side of her personality. But I think there's a way to do that doesn't start to undermine your marriage or your family or your legacy, or just doesn't seem like blatantly disrespectful. Like, I cannot think of a scenario in which you as a married woman who's significantly older, flirting with a single man is funny or tongue-in-cheek. Like, to me, that's not funny. Now, I understand some of these politicians be freaky, like they do stuff behind closed doors that I don't even want to think about. So who knows? Like, for all we know, maybe her and Obama, they could have an arrangement and he can be totally cool with it and it's fine. Like, we ultimately don't know what her and her husband are into. That's between them. But I just wish, as somebody who has her level of influence, whether you like her politically, don't like her politically, agree with her politics or her husband or not, that doesn't change the fact that she is the former first lady, and there's a level of influence and there's always going to be a level of eyeballs that she's going to have for that particular reason, because of the position that she was in. And I wish, because of that and because of the weight of influence that she carries, whether she likes it or not, I wish there was just more of a willingness to protect the legacy, or at least be more mindful to promote messages or messaging that are going to be beneficial to the masses and that are going to help, or at least are going to inspire young women to behave in a way that could be respectful and honoring, versus this sister girl stuff I see going on, which to me is an indication as to why so many ladies are not married or have a hard time understanding why they can't get married. That's just my opinion, y'all. But what do y'all think? Let me know down in the comment section. Leave your questions, comments, concerns in the comment section below. Thank you so much for listening. If you've gotten this far, we'll talk later. Bye.